Hey, welcome back everybody to another episode of Back2Basics, the vanilla Minecraft server I'm playing on. And the video was all done and edited, and then I looked at the time and it turned out to be over 1 hour. It's a new personal record. My videos are always longer than 30 minutes anyway, usually around 40 to 45, but 1 hour over, actually 1 hour and 7 minutes was a new record. So I decided to cut out the whole beginning because I wanted to make sure to get all the footage in from how we built the skeleton farm. And I showed you guys, you know, the animal farms over here. You can't see any of the animals, they're not getting rendered from this far away. I showed you guys this auto flush farm over here with wheat, potatoes, and carrots. Very simple, just a button and a few dispensers on top with water buckets. And you know, got just a temporary tree farm over here. I showed you guys that walkway that I built to bridge a little canyon over here because I just did not want to, you know, dip down, because with the horses it's much easier to just go straight. Showed you guys the path, and then also just briefly showed the zombie elevator over here with the kill farm. Go down here real quick. And this was I never recorded this because it was just meant to be temporary. It was just glass. But then I was using it so much to get XP because we all died to the Ender Dragon. So we had a lot of enchanting to do. And this was the only, you know, quick XP that I had. So I dressed it up nicer, covered it as like it's trees. Bushed up all the canopy here. You guys probably can tell it's a lot thicker and got little hanging leaves and so on. And I also with war power went about 400 blocks this way, and there's another village because a little zombie got in my base somehow and killed all my villagers, so I needed to bring new ones in preparation to make a villager breeder. And then we spoke briefly about the Ender Dragon kill and also the 2 withers that I killed to get these 2 beacons, which give me speed and haste. Because I did a lot of excavating underneath the base, and I wanted some beacons for that. Let me just show you guys that last part. You guys see this is just 1 layer, and all the way down in bedrock I have a huge quarry going. Because, well, I need a lot of materials for these projects that I've been doing. And now I'm gonna go ahead and cut over, and we are going to build the skeleton farm. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you at the end. So down here is a room that I prepared that is going to be the kill area for our skeletons spawner that I found, and I'll show you guys where that is in a second. Over here we're gonna build an enchanting table area and anvil, and over here is chests for bones and arrows, and the rest is all gonna get voided. And like I said, I prepared everything here, so we don't need to waste any time with making it look good. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's just a kill area. So I didn't want to go crazy here. Mobs are going to drop down from up there. That's ready. And then the hoppers are going to bring everything back here. And this is where going to be our item elevator and storage system. This time it's going to be a different item elevator with droppers. And over there we're going to void everything. So we're not going to spend much time on the storage system because it's almost identical to what we built at the slime farm, but I thought it'd be kind of cool if we set up the mob elevator and the rest to the redstone here and so on, because this is going to be a dual farm. This is going to be an AFK farm for just drops, and it's going to be a XP farm also that you can switch with a lever. Oh, must have had one come down. Oh well. How you doing, sir? So over here I started, you know, I just kept going from caves and just exploring, digging, and I came down here and then I heard a lot of skeletons and I started looking around, and then I broke through here, and I already replaced everything with smooth stone because, well, it's me. I did not want to have an ugly room. And I found this guy here, a skeleton spawner. I'm really happy that I found it because the bone meal is going to be very handy for when we make a tree farm. Because we're going to need, I don't know, thousands of doors for our Iron Titan. And I don't want to make this manually. I just want to be able to use it with bone meal and then just get these huge wood logs that you need to take down, and you don't need to worry about the leaves and so on. Okay, the first thing we're gonna get started with today is getting this room ready. So we can actually get all the mobs into this mob elevator, and for that I'm gonna leave this open for now because there's an endless water source up there, because I might need that still. But I already have a lot of buckets down here, and let me get this chest back. It's out of the way. And, well, I don't know if this is gonna be the perfect setup, but it is a setup that I've used before, and it works out really well. First thing I always do is I place 2 buckets of water in the corners, like this. And I do it this way because then I get the layout the best way on what you need to do. So you only have these 2 buckets and everything gets flushed into this channel here. And then all you need to do is simply follow this water line right there. And then need to break 1 more block. Don't know if I need that one, but oh well, it's out already. And then you just take the rest of this out, and you guys are gonna see all the items and everything gets pushed in here. So no matter where in the room, and I forgot something pretty important. I gotta do that real quick. Can I please get up there? Come on. I'm not gonna take off the rest of the torches until later, but I don't want to forget to put these blocks up here, so we cannot have any skeletons stand on top of it and, well, mess with our raids. Okay, so everything gets pushed down here, and when I get back into the other room, I'm gonna put on my depth strider boots so I can move in this water much easier in case I need to get more water from the endless water source. So now that we got that, over here, the item elevator, mob elevator. I keep saying item. Okay, we need 1 sign down here and 1 sign right there. And what that is going to do is the water block that I'm going to place right here, it's going to stop that from flowing that way and down. So mobs get pushed in here, their head is in water, and that pretty much signals them, hey, go upstream. That's how it works. So the first water block we're going to place here. So then we're going to need a sign there and a sign there. And we're going to go into this room first for now. So now I can also swim up and place the next one right there. And this is going to throw my torches off the wall. That's fine. And the water goes down here. So now you guys see what happens. A mob swims up here and then automatically, just like me, gets pushed this way. And that's what we want. And then here, we're going to have pistons. And I'm actually going to put them now so I can make this water stop flowing. There's my 2 pistons and my lever. And let me drop this off. And I just want to get rid of some stuff so I have room. I don't need any of this stuff right now. Or this. Good. Or this. Alright. Where is my redstone? We need these guys and this. Okay. Put these 2 pistons in here, swimming against the wall. I did say I'm going to put on my depth strider. So let's do that real quick. I only use them for when I'm in water because I want to make sure that I have those for a very long time because they're just awesome. So we're going to put the 2 pistons right there. And I forgot the glass. I just 2 pieces. And you put the glass right there. So right now it is in AFK farming mode. Okay? And we're gonna go ahead and wire this up real quick. We need to have redstone. Well, those are my redstone blocks where I run my trails on. And simply run it like this and put the lever out there. And now you guys saw the pistons extended. It closes this off. So now the mobs have no other where to go. So now they go back all the way up top. which we need to still set up. So now we're done in here. Let me just put a light in there so nothing can spawn. And I'll close this hole in a minute. So now, of course, we need to... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna continue making the trail all the way up with the water trail. So we're done upstairs. Let me get my signs back on here. And a few water buckets so I can go all the way up top, and hopefully this is enough water, but we'll see. Okay, we got one more right there. I cut out the rest because it got really dark in this hallway or elevator. And then the mobs come up here. And now I need to close this off with glass and make sure I don't lock myself in. I could just close this off completely, but I figured when you come running down here, you can actually see that there's something going on. And yes, that should be it. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need one sign right there so we don't have any water flowing down and they take maximum fall damage. And we just put one water right there. They come up here and then get pushed over into this channel. So let's close this off and go back down. Now it's a good idea that we close this off, so because now I already had one skelly come in here. So if they're coming, they're just gonna fall down here, and because we don't have it pillared up yet, they're gonna die. And just trying to think here. Yes, I need hoppers. Where's my hoppers? Where are my hoppers? There we go. Okay, so this hopper. Okay, there's one right there. That's gonna be here. And we're gonna have one there. So I'm just gonna, for now, just have one right there, and it's pointing. This one is pointing into that one. That one is pointing into that one. And then we need one pointing into this one. And the kill area is going to be right there. So there's going to be one pointing into this one. And another one pointing into that one. So you just see we're just chaining them. So no matter if an item drops into any one of these hoppers, it's going to go that way. Very simple. Now on top of this one here, we need to have lava up here. So the mobs burn up and the drops will just fall down into the hopper. And the best way, let me remember how I have this, is we have a sign right there on the wall and a sign right there. So the lava cannot go this way. And then we need to... Yes. Got it. We just simply come down with the glass right here. Good, I can still get to it. And this is where we're going to put the lava now. So the lava stays right there. If any skeletons or whatever come this way. So now we can actually... Yeah, this is going to work. There we go. So now we have peace for the rest of this building session. Even if skellies spawn, they come over here, they die in the lava, their drops go in the hopper. And now its next stage is we need to put a hopper on this one. And on this one, I put a half slab. Actually, we can put a glass on top of this one. So now it's really encased. And we put a slab on top of this one. Don't know if what happens if they land on a hopper or not. But I just had this in my test world. And it works out really nice. And then in front of this, let me see here, we need to start like this and then bring the ring around. But of course, I don't want to have anything on these corners here. Who knows if I'm getting them. Whoops. And get this back. I just want to have the corners empty so it's easier to move around in this room. There's no reason we need to have those. And then you continue with this all the way up top, so there's no way for them to come out. And that is it. So now when it's like this, the mobs come in the water, they burn up, drops automatically go in the hopper into the storage system. And if you have it like this, it's closed, they're gonna go up, over, and then fall down and land right here on this slab. And you can just come in here and punch them with your fists. Or what I usually like to use is simply just stone swords, because they're cheap to make. And you know, there's some armored skeletons, then you need to punch 5 times with the fist or whatever. Stone sword, 1 hit, and every mob dies. And their drops also go into... Oh, we need to close this and that. Yes. I thought that I had something on top of these. I think I did, but I'll fix that up in a minute. I don't remember having this exposed over here. Okay, so now, is there anything in here already? Nope. It'd be kind of cool to test this right now, if we're actually getting drops. You know what? Let's go downstairs, and I have stone on me, yes. And we can turn this, oops, I went the wrong way. I'll meet you guys in that room. Let's just get the sword out, just in case something spawns on top of us. And we still have the depth strider, so we can easily move around here and take all the torches off the walls. This one, and I don't care if these despawn or not. Ah, there we go. See you later, buddy. You go swimming. Stop it. Alright, and now we can close this up. And we don't need to go in this room anymore. Let's run up here real quick. I forgot if I have it set to coming up or going to the lava. Oh, there he is. That's the guy. And he's gonna... Let me think here. No, I don't like that. That's gonna... There's some mobs that are gonna be messing around here. I get this glass in a second. Get the axe out. I want this sign to be here. That's where I want it to be, and I can get rid of this one. Because now they don't have any of that bouncing up and down in the water over there. That's much better. Let's go back down. And he's waiting for us. So now let's just punch him once, twice, 3 times. Oh well, apparently the drop is not high enough, but I'm pretty sure it's 22 blocks. We'll see. I know most of them guys are armored anyway, so like I said, just use a stone sword and that 1 hit kills every one of them. Or what I will actually use is the splash potions of healing. We can test that later out. So now let me just get rid of this and this again. And we need to continue on. Yes, the elevator over there. So let me get all the redstone stuff out. So I have that on me. I got all the hoppers. Cool. So how this is gonna work now is, let me get rid of this hopper again. There's the items that we had. And let me, boom, boom. They're gonna come to here, yes. So we're gonna have a dropper pointing up, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5. How high do we go here? We need to go, okay, let's just put a block there for a second. This hopper pointing into that, into that. I can get rid of this. Darn it. Now I need to go back up. And probably leave this here for now in case I need to come up again. And so this hopper is pointing into there. And now I need to place this last dropper pointing up. That way. Cool. Now I can go back down. And now what we need to do is build the actual redstone. We can connect this, that. And this last one I'm gonna leave for now so we don't have any items coming through here until it's actually done. Okay, this next part is we need to make a signal that travels all the way up to each one of these droppers. And the easiest way I found is to simply make an alternate pattern like this. Disregard these are just to pillar up. And one more. Yeah, there we go. And then what you do, what just happened? I just got pushed. What? Weird. And I'm running out of room. I can reach it. Cool. And then what you need to do is you put a redstone torch against that block back there. You just heard it click. One there, heard it click. And yes, one there. Cool. And then on the opposite sides the same way. Each one of them. So each one of these granite blocks has a torch on the side. And now we need to go to the actual one comparator pointing out from the dropper. Hey, I got an item, fire your signal. And I like to put them in subtract mode. And then we need one repeater right there. One repeater right there. And redstone. Connect it all. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Okay. So now when there's an item coming into this hopper, it fires it and it does not go all the way up. And that is fine. It should have gone, I think, to... Where'd it go? Where are you? Did you go all the way up? Well, usually it only travels once. So you have an arrow, then it goes here, there, and so on. So you're always going to have some items in these droppers, which is fine by me because, well, we're going to have so much of the stuff coming that it doesn't really matter to me if there's one item stuck in it. So now we have the items coming from the mob farm and they go up here. And now we're going to pull these hoppers over here and have two different sorters. One for these guys right there. These are going to be for the bones. You guys see I already did some testing. And I have this rotten flesh here. And I'm going to explain to you guys in a minute for what that is. And let me take this rotten flesh out and some arrows. Okay. So let's just pillar up there and get started with the hopper chain. I figured that actually before we do the stuff up here in the sorter, it's probably best, and I learned that from the slime farm, make sure you first connect the hoppers to the chest so you don't mess that up like I did. And so now they are already pointing into the chest, so I know how high I need to go up and so on. And now this is going to be very crammed up here, but we'll figure it out. So now I need to have a chain of hoppers, and I'm going to just point it to this one for now, going all the way around. So that all this stuff here is connected. Cool, like that. Get rid of these. And now we can actually start with coming over here. So now we need to have our actual item sorter like we had before. And that one needs going to be with the two comparators right there. I'm going to put a block in between for now so I can place these guys. So there's going to be one comparator right there and one right there. And now I need to... I don't know where it went. We'll find it later. Because I need to get behind here. Ooh, there's really not a lot of room. Let's see if I can get this on there with jumping. Not a chance. Ooh, did I get it? Is it pointing this way? No, it's pointing down. Just get rid of this so I can come from the side. And yeah. So you want to make sure this hopper points into the comparator. And I'll close this off later. And then we also need one pointing into this. So let me get rid of this for a second. Into that one. So now this one is pointing into comparator and this one. And now we can close the circle again. And let's just go to there. Okay, cool. Now where did all my stuff go? How is it best that we stay up here? Yes. So now we want a block right there. And I'm gonna build this one side first, and then I'm gonna do it identical on this side, but save some time. And let me get out from there so I can actually place stuff. So we need one there, one on top. And this is made so there is an overflow protection pretty much. So if we're full of bones, the rest of the bones all gonna go over there and it's not gonna mess up our item sorter. Okay? And on the top here you want to have a redstone, and all the way on top also a redstone. And then against this block over here on the side you want to have a redstone torch. So compare that triggers it, goes to here, and then when it has more than 22 items, I think it is, the signal is going to be too strong, so it's going to disable this redstone torch. That's what that is for. And over here, we're going to have another redstone trail that is currently powered. And now we can go downstairs, come from the bottom up. I'm going to get rid of this. So when it's done, I can show you guys from the side, and you can pause the video if you don't know how to build this already. And we have one block right there, yes, and then 2 blocks underneath like this. There you go. I don't know who came up with the design initially, but I've seen it, you know, in many different videos, so I can't really say who came up with this. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments to give the person credit where credit is due. I like to do that, but I just don't know. Okay, one repeater pointing into this block and another one pointing into that block with a redstone dust. So now there's no signal coming from this hopper, which means it goes into this block and it locks this hopper underneath. So you can see if we put an item in here, it's not going because, well, it's not giving it a signal. So now we could just use this full with bones, okay? And like on the slime farm, and then when it goes down to 22 or whatever it is, then it will stop, lock it again. But there's also a way when you take an item that you know is not coming through here. And I've seen a lot of other YouTubers use rotten flesh and simply rename it. So I named mine item sorter. And what you can do is simply put 21 of them in here. And now I forgot what the first chest is, if it was bones or arrows. Let's see. What are you? Ah. This one is bones. Okay. I need to look. You good back up top. So now this one is bones, so you put 1 bone in here. And nothing happens, it's still locked. But if we put more than this, you guys see, it triggered, it disabled all the other redstone, so now this hopper is unlocked, and it's gonna go down until there's only 1 bone left. And I like this principle because you can have these right next to each other, with just little different elevation, slightly different when you do them directly next to each other. But this one works really nice in this cramped space, and there it is. Now it's stopped. So now, let me just show you guys the side view again in case I haven't already. So it's this kind of setup, redstone dust up here and there, redstone dust here and there's a repeater here and here pointing this direction. And now I'm going to build the same thing on this sorter just for bones. Okay, bones, the arrow sorter is set up the same way as the bones. Exactly the same. And now when we go over to the other side, we can see them. Well, there's other stuff in here, but there's the 41 arrows I just put in. Let's see if I got any more drops. No, everything is in. Okay. And you guys see it's gonna go, you know, bottom first, and when that's full, it goes all the way on top. And then fill the hopper up to 64. And the rest is all gonna go the other way, and then eventually, oh boy, I should probably switch this over for now, otherwise we're gonna have a million enemies here. Ah, well, we can then at least try our potion out. Okay, why don't we give this a try real quick before we continue. So we got 59 bones in here. So let's just, it is connected from here. So let's put these 59 bones in here. Trigger them. And we should see that go up on the other side here. Yep, there it is. So that works. Oh. Why are you stopping? There a problem, my friend? I wonder if there was just some lag or what's happening. Not sure. What is going on? Am I missing something here? Don't set this to subtract. Wait a second. Wait a second. Now it's working. I don't know why I didn't have any issues before. This one over here is turning off, I hope. Off. Why is this not getting triggered? There it goes. I wonder if this is that torch burning out or whatever issue that a lot of times you have. Well, everything went through. Let's see if we got 59 in here, or at least 58. Yep. So there's probably one of these bones stuck somewhere in one of these droppers on the top. Okay, which is totally fine by me, but it works. I'm not sure if that was just server lag or I don't know. It went all through. It was just kind of weird. Okay, so now we got this done. And now we have a very simple other thing left. And I just noticed that for that, I'll be right back. I need to grab another bucket of lava that goes in here. Took me actually a lot longer getting that lava than I expected because I didn't bring in the pearls, nothing. But I made it back. I also didn't have my fire resist potion, which I usually never go to the nether without. But I made it. I'm happy. Do I have any more glass? I need some glass. There we go. So let's finish this over here. So the lava is gonna go right there, but I'm not gonna place it just yet because I first need to place the dropper, or I might fall into the lava. And we can use a dropper or a dispenser, it doesn't matter. And we want that to be pointing down like that. Cool. And now I'm going to fill this up with lava just so you can see lava. With glass, just so you can see it when it actually gets dispensed. Okay, cool. So now the last thing we gotta connect here is we're gonna have to get rid of this. And yeah, I can just leave this connected. Let me check if there's something in this one. No. Connected into the dropper. And then just the same way like we did it so many times now, build another one of these triggers. Don't know what you call it actually. And the reset is gonna go in here. So I need to there and get my block right there. I feel like I'm building the same thing every time. Well, I am, but every time I'm recording with you guys, I'm building this setup. So now let's just test this. Let's put over here, what don't we need? Put a sign. Bam. Gets kicked out. So if bones and arrows are full, or there's any armor or whatever else goes into the system, it gets kicked out over here. Now there is one thing that I want to do, and that is make a emergency shut off. And that one needs to be above the left stairs over here. And I have not built one of them, but I figured that can't be hard. Let me out. So above this one here, right, this block right there needs to be... is it gonna go through the block? I don't know. Let's test it. Do I have a lever somewhere? No. But I can make one real quick. Alright. And that is for, you know, if something falls in and we're like, oh my god, I gotta stop this. You usually probably have, you know, at least 10 seconds or something to get over here. And this hopper right here should get locked. I don't know if it's gonna go through the wall or not, but there's an easy way to test this. Well, we gotta put it into this one. Yes, it's locked. Cool. So now if we are listening, I don't know if we're going to be able to hear it on the recording. If I unlock this, we should hear the click. Yes. Cool. So we got a little emergency shut off right there, which is awesome. I wanted that. And I'll figure out how to... I'm going to definitely change these to stone bricks so they look better. Or maybe put a glowstone up there so it's easier to see. So, now, this is pretty much done. Let me actually close this hole off. And I'm gonna hang some signs here real quick. And fix the floor up the way I want it. Oh, let's put this over here real quick before I get going with that. Where's my enchanting table and anvil? So the enchanting table is gonna go... Put the bookcases first. It's too many, but I want it to be pretty, cozy. I like an enchanting area like this, and now it's level 30 for sure. And the anvil we're gonna put right there. Cool, so now we can enchant down here when we farm and everything. And why don't we give it one try before I switch it all up. Let's just check here real quick. 58 bones and 41 arrows. And we're also going to go in there and check if the dispenser gets any of the gold armor. So, these are healing potions, so you don't need to be careful. Just dump it right there. They're all dead. XP comes to us. And we go back there and watch if anything gets dispensed down here in a second. I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least one bow and a piece of armor. I did unlock this hopper, right? What's happening? Did we get anything? Maybe we want to connect this hopper there, right? Alright, now it all gets fired up there. Let's see if something comes down here. Come on, do it. Still don't know what's going on with this trigger over here. I saw something enchanted just fall in. Probably a bow or a helmet. Okay, so that works. We said 58 and 41, I think. Yeah, we got bones and we got arrows. Very, very cool. So this back room here is done. It's lit up. We don't need to do anything in here anymore. And I just want to have this door here so I can go back there easier and access it, or other players can go back there, check out what's going on. And we got our shut-off switch. I'm not sure how I'm gonna label this, but we'll see. Alright, just finished the floor real quick. Hung two signs over here so people know what setting is what. And just labeled this over here with emergency void shut-off. I don't know how else to explain what this is for. And I wanted to show you guys first. Let's change this over to AFK farm so we can see that in action. And I wanted to show you guys the stone sword. Everything was one hit. I just didn't hit them all. And let me here. And now we just wait a few seconds and hopefully we get more skeletons coming up here. There we go. And you can see them now. They're getting pushed over, get put on fire. And just look, we won't be able to see it there. But yeah, the drops do not burn up. They instantly get sucked down into this hopper. So you don't lose anything. And you can just AFK overnight here or something. And you end up with tons and tons of bones and chests. Let's just see if we get one here. I heard something getting voided. There it is. There's a few bones. So that works too. And yeah, I think this works out really nice. And I wanted to have the enchanting area down here. Like I said, this is a very cozy room. It's safe. Of course, I got to figure out how I'm going to get a nicer entrance here. I don't want to, use this ladder. I was figuring somehow make a rail cart elevator. Or maybe something with slime blocks. I'll think about this, but not in this episode anymore. So, well, I hope you guys like this little setup. If you guys have any recommendations on how to make this more efficient or better, tips or tricks, please go down in the comments and let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, I always appreciate a thumbs up. And that is it for today. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.